challenge your understanding of reality.
I've never had this conversation publicly.
Literally a game changer.
The mainstream media wouldn't touch it.
We are at a turning point in human history.
People's right to know.
There is a real phenomenon here. There's no question about that.
It's the biggest story ever, really, isn't it?
It is. It absolutely is. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Good evening and welcome to this special edition of Spotlight with breaking news from the stars. Tonight we bring you critical new witnesses and revelations in our ongoing investigation into the UFO phenomenon. And we'll reveal startling information about an Australian cover-up sanctioned by the highest levels of government. Now, shortly I'll be joined by investigative journalist Ross Coulthart, who for the past 3 years has traversed this planet in a search for evidence of life on others. What he's about to reveal will stun even the sternest of skeptics.
This is a very real phenomenon.
This is coming directly from the Pentagon.
This, not of this earth.
We have no idea its intent.
You know, it was absolutely mind-blowing.
We don't know where these things are coming from.
We are well beyond reasonable doubt.
High-level officials are acknowledging this.
They are focused on our nuclear weapons.
Highly trained observers,
I was stunned to my core.
fighter pilots,
Circular.
radar data,
So extraordinary.
Iranian UFOs.
at the same time, at the same place.
The object knew where they were going.
I want to know the truth, Ross.
This is real.
Really good to have you here. Ross, your just published book and documentary, they've been watched and read millions of times, huge interest. How do you describe that interest? What is it?
Well, it's one of the biggest questions. Are we alone in this universe? And what's happened is the United States government has come out publicly now, officially, and admitted that there is a possibility that the explanation for the phenomenon that they acknowledge now is real, the possibility that that explanation is extraterrestrial. As recently as last week in Washington, the Director of National Intelligence conceded the possibility that this was extraterrestrial phenomena.
Have you unearthed new leads?
The number of calls that I've had, particularly from people in Australian and overseas military intelligence, is phenomenal. Extraordinary things about sightings, mainly linked with nuclear facilities, like Pine Gap in Australia, Northwest Cape in far Western Australia.
So every day you wake up and you are intrigued with the emails and the contacts you're receiving.
Absolutely. And I think the days where this needs to be stigmatised and ridiculed are